Last year, the National Dance Company of Ireland toured the UK with this hugely successful, spectacular show, Rhythm of the Dance. Now, such was the appeal that it's back. Now, its producer, Kieran, Cavanagh, promoter of international renown, is online to tell us about it. Kieran, good afternoon. How are you?
Hi, Gerry. How are you? This is our annual call, isn't it?
Indeed so. I believe you're just straight back from the USA.
I did. I just arrived on a flight there at 9 o'clock, Gerry, so I had to get a few hours sleep.
Yes.
But I'm thawing out now.
Yes. And the jet lag gradually leaving you.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, the Rhythm of the Dance, it began in 1998, and the statistics for it are truly amazing. In that it's been seen by more than 5 million people worldwide across 4 continents and 59 countries. Now,
that's correct.
We reviewed the show last year and I talked to some audience members. The feedback was absolutely incredible. They just loved it. And there was no compromising on the special effects, and the focus is on the dancing and also singing to allow for the costume changes.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, we have played in countries, being from the west of Ireland, Gerry, we've played in countries I never heard tell of. But our reach has been very wide, and we have continuously, been invited back to places like China and India, South America, and Eastern Europe as well. We spend a lot of time there, and the show is very versatile in that we have 3 tenors in it. We have 6 musicians all playing live. All the dancing is live. Our emphasis really is that it is a 100% live show, and I think that reaches through to the audience. That they know that the cast are really working hard. In a 94-minute show, there are 75 minutes of a dance, which is, the people are coming to see a dance show, and naturally there's a lot of dance in the show. So that's a lot of energy and coming from the stage each night, each show.
No doubt it is. Now, next month I'll be having a little chat with Arlene McVeigh, who's the lead dancer. Now,
Correct.
She's already been highly successful in her own right when she actually joined the company.
That's right. She's been a champion dancer, a winner all round, and she's wonderful. She's got this wonderful presence on stage. You have artists or dancers who are in a position of, let's say, leadership on stage that may or may not have that X factor, and Arlene just has the X factor in that she has wonderful stage presence. She just has this permanent beaming smile, even though she might be doing strenuous dance routines, and she is absolutely a wonderful lead for us to have in the show. We're delighted to have her.
Now, I gather that the National Dance Company has its own academy where
yes.
Your choreographer brings in new talent.
That's right. We tend to try and grow our own, as they say. It's hard to believe that there are now people in the show, there are dancers in the show that were maybe 4 or 5 years old when the show started out, back in 98, as you say. And we tend to now, our choreographer, starts teaching kids at 3-4 years of age, and naturally they go through their schooling. But we promise them, of course their ambition is to dance in the show, but we promise them a position in the show, once they finish their schooling and they reach an age that their parents are comfortable with them touring. But we would not hire usually under 20 years of age if possible.
Right. Now, I know that you've around 25 dates up and down the UK, starting at the end of June and running through until late July. Now, venues can be found, by the way, on the website rhythmofthedance.com. Now, you're continually adding to territories you visit. How do you spark interest in regions, I suppose, as in countries as well as worldwide, which initially may seem unlikely?
We tend to manage, book, and administer the show from Dublin, from our own office, from KCP. But we do have sub-agents worldwide. I mean, we have an Asian agent and we have an Eastern European agent. I mean, we've just been to Romania and we are going back to Latvia and Slovenia and Croatia and places like this that are coordinated by, an Eastern European agent. And so you need people with local knowledge, of course, to navigate you through those countries and to navigate the visas and work permits and all that kind of thing that goes with international touring. And so we're fortunate to have some very good people working internationally for us.
That's excellent. Now, Rhythm of the Dance, it's got huge diversity, as well as featuring the world champion step dancers, the three young Irish tenors. It's also got traditional musicians who play on stage together with a multimedia element. You've got a sizable company there. How many are actually travelling in the company?
When we travel outside of Ireland, there are 32 people on the road, which is a sizable company, as you say, Gerry, and then a local pickup crew would be another 8. So we are 40 when we're in full flow.
Wow.
And that's a lot of bodies to move around in terms of flights and buses and hotels and all the logistics that go with international touring. But we are a well-oiled machine at this stage after 17 years or almost 17 years now. So we can get from A to B quite smoothly.
Well done. The logistics certainly are large. Now, it's been hailed by the critics. The show was spectacular, stirring, sweeping, stunning, etc., etc. The official website, by the way, is rhythmofthedance.com. Well worth a visit, as it lists the dances, the songs, the creative team, and also there's a trailer for the show, and it'll give the details of a theatre near where anybody would like to go and see the show. Kieran, we're delighted Rhythm of the Dance is back for another season, and thanks for the updates. Great to speak with you once again.
Yes, Gerry, and I guess we'll speak to you next year.
Indeed. Listen, hopefully catch the show somewhere along the winding.
That would be great. It'll be lovely to see you.
Kieran, listen, great.
And keep up the good work with your endeavours there and your listeners and what you do for all things Irish. It's much appreciated over here.
Kieran, appreciate it for that. Listen, lovely to speak with you once again.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kieran. That's just a little snippet of some of the sounds and the dances from Rhythm of the Dance. Great to talk with Kieran Cavanagh once again.